Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is going to be a summer haul video because I didn't do a haul for last month or the month before. I'm just gonna call it a summer haul because honestly I feel like right now I've pretty much got all the books that I want for now, except for pre-orders that are coming out towards the fall. I've already pre-ordered a couple. I'm very excited about them. I'm just gonna get started because it's a lot of books. I've been in a reading slump, you guys know, and sometimes when I get in a really bad reading slump I just buy everything. I don't recommend it, but a lot of the time it just kind of happens. I would like to tell you that I regret it, but looking at the selection that I have right here, I really don't. So the first place that I bought a bunch of books, I placed a couple of orders throughout these 2 months, the Book Outlet. You guys know I absolutely love the Book Outlet, and they recently started sending out coupons, like $5 off coupons. Before it used to be $5 off of like a $35 purchase, and now it's just $5 off. I got some amazing books. Most of them are hardcover. It was a great deal. The first book that I bought, I actually only had to pay the shipping for this book, and it is Attachments by Rowell. You guys have already seen this probably if you follow me on Instagram. I've been trying to read it, but like I said, I've been in a terrible slump, so it just hasn't happened. This is Rowell's adult novel. There's this guy who works at a company, and his job is to monitor emails to make sure that the workers aren't sending personal messages to one another through their emails. He has to make sure that everything is just work oriented. But he stumbles upon conversations between two friends and two co-workers. He can't bring himself to report them, and slowly he begins to fall in love with one of the women, and that's kind of all I know about it. I've heard really great things about this, and I really want to try to read it because I've heard so many good things, but this slump, guys, it's awful. Next two books are other books that I actually only pay shipping. These are the first two books in the Sweet PERIL trilogy? Sweet Evil? I don't know what the trilogy is called, but I got the first two books. I've heard really great things about this. I've recently gotten into angel books, which aren't really my thing, but I think ANGELFALL has kind of influenced me a little bit. So I decided to get these two. Super excited to read them, and I only got them for like $2 each. I don't know if I'm gonna give you guys synopses for all of these because there are a lot of books. And then the last 4 books that I got from the Book Outlet. First and foremost, Ruin and Rising by Leigh Bardugo. This is the third and final book in the Grisha trilogy. I read the first book, Shadow and Bone, really liked it. I have Siege and Storm, which actually all 3 books I bought from the Book Outlet. It's a good place to keep an eye out sometimes if you have a certain book that you want that's pretty popular. They don't always have super popular releases on the Book Outlet, but I found myself getting really lucky this summer. I really enjoyed Shadow and Bone, and I know that Six of Crows is coming out later this year. I believe it's in November. I might be getting like my release dates confused because so many books are coming out the later half of this year. So I want to try to read the Grisha trilogy before getting to Six of Crows because I really enjoyed the writing and I really enjoyed the story from Shadow and Bone, so I'm really happy that I found this. Next one is one that I've heard really mixed things about, but I think what convinced me to buy it is that Carol from The Reading Wallflower. Carol, you are a terrible influence on me, let me just tell you. She read this a little while ago and she actually really enjoyed it, and even though I've heard some mixed reviews about this book, my tastes kind of match a lot of the time with Carol's, so I trust her, I trust her judgment, and I decided to buy it. And it is Cruel Beauty by Rosamund Hodge. This is a Beauty and the Beast retelling, which again, another thing that I've been really loving this year. The Lunar Chronicles has become one of my favorite series of all time. Obviously, A Court of Thorns and Roses I really enjoyed as well. I'm very excited about this, even if I have heard some mixed things. The Girl of Fire and Thorns by Carson. And the reason that I'm so excited about this is because, well, one is I've just heard really amazing things just in general about this trilogy, but also this is probably the only young adult fantasy series that I've heard of as of yet that features a Latin background main character. That's something that I don't hear of. It's very hard to find books that represent Mexicans, Mexican Americans, or just Latin Americans in general, or Hispanics. And usually when I do find books that are representative, they are contemporaries, which is fine. I enjoy contemporaries. You guys know I've been trying to get into more contemporaries, but I really want to read more high fantasy, low fantasy stories where the main characters are not all white, because it's nice to see yourself be represented in stories that you love. So if you guys have any recommendations for any other books that feature people of color as main protagonists, they don't have to be just Latin American. Any book that has really great representation, especially if they are high fantasy, because you guys know I love high fantasy and it's usually really hard to find high fantasy books that explicitly state that the main characters are people of color. Let me know if you guys have any recommendations, but this I'm very, very excited about. I've heard really, really great things about it. And then last but not least, well, from the book outlet, I have My True Love Gave to Me, edited by Stephanie Perkins and written by a whole bunch of authors that I don't have time to name right now. I feel like I'm probably going to read this around Christmas time, and it's just very festive and very happy, and you know, it's a good book to kind of get into the holiday mood, so I'm excited to get to this soon. Well, in December. I do want to mention these 3 books because these 3 I bought at like different retailers. The first of which is Me and Earl and the Dying Girl by Jessie Andrews. I actually bought this using the Booktubeathon discount because I've been looking for this specific cover for a while, and I don't know if they just stopped making this cover because I've only been able to find the like neon green yellow cover or the movie cover, which I actually considered getting the movie cover because I do really like it, but this is my favorite cover, and I saw that they had it on the Book Depository. This is the UK edition, but it's fine. I'm really looking forward to reading this because I do really, really want to watch the movie. This and Paper Towns. I still haven't read Paper Towns either, and I've been dying to watch the movie, so I need to get to these 2 really quick because I need to have a movie night for both of these films. The next book I bought off of eBay because I read The Darkest Minds. You guys know that's another one of my favorite series of the moment. I love it so much, and I had to get my hands on the second book, so I found it on eBay for like super cheap considering that it is a hardback, and I bought it. I bought Never Fade, which is the second book in the Darkest Minds trilogy. I already read it. I already loved it. Now I just have the last book to read. I'm dying to see how it ends, but at the same time I don't want it to end. Poison Study by Maria V. Snyder. This is the only book that I read for Booktubeathon. I know, I'm a disgrace, but I read something, which is already an accomplishment for me because I haven't read anything really in over a month. The Penryn and the End of Days trilogy by Susan E., Angelfall, World After, and End of Days. If you guys saw my Angelfall review, you know that I absolutely loved Angelfall. So I am dying to finish up this series. I was supposed to read World After with Sandra and Kevin. I will have their channels linked down below, but it didn't happen. I'm trying to read it now because I need something that's a little bit more fast-paced to get me back into reading, to like really pull me into reading again. Another book that I bought that I also already read and you guys have probably seen already is Ignite Me by Tehereh Mafi. This is the 3rd and final book in the Shatter Me trilogy. I loved it. I loved it. I loved it. So good. Let's just continue on with the series since we're already here. The next 2 books that I bought are the next 2 books in the Raven Cycle quartet. I was going to say trilogy, but this is a quartet. And it is The Dream Thieves by Maggie Stiefvater and Blue Lily Lily Blue by Maggie Stiefvater. I am currently reading The Dream Thieves. I'm very excited to finish it. This series is so good, guys. If you haven't read it yet, please do yourself a favor and pick up The Raven Thieves. The Raven Thieves. Raven Boys. Next is another book I really wish I had read already, but I haven't yet. It is Aristotle and Dante Discover the Secrets of the Universe by Benjamin Alire Saenz. I've heard amazing things about it. Mandy from Oh It's Mandy absolutely adored it, and I've been dying to read it, but it just... this slump. I sound like a broken record. You guys know I'm in a slump. I haven't read it. Let's move on. This is another book that has great representation. Both of the main characters are Mexican American. It has friendship, it has romance, it has heartbreak apparently, because a lot of people are really sad when they get this, but the kind of happy sad. So I'm more open to reading it because of that. Next is a book that I actually already read, already loved, and I think already talked about on my channel, and it is The Wrath Unto Dawn by Renee Ahdieh, and this is a 1001 Nights retelling, and I loved it. The last and final book is The Hard Betrayal by Mary E. Pearson. I loved the first book, which is The Kiss of Deception. I need to read this like yesterday. These covers are always so damn beautiful too. Those are all the books that I bought this summer. I really hope that you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know what you guys' favorites are out of these, and maybe I'll push them up on my TBR pile. So that's it for this video. I really hope that you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. Bye guys!